Alright, good evening YouTube. Thanks again for tuning into another one of Chris Keterer's Watch Reviews. Tonight I am pretty excited to take a look at this. I've had this in my collection for about 6 weeks now. This is my Nomos Club. Full disclosure, I did purchase this used. Nomos still sells this on their website. However, they said it's a 6-month wait for it. So I don't know if it's truly available. The asking price is still not that bad at $1,600, but I was able to snag this off of eBay, still with the original box and the original paperwork in really good, solid condition for about $750. So for me, that was worth it. So just a quick overview of Nomos. They are a German watch manufacturer from, as you can see here, Glashütte in Germany. This is the second watch from Glashütte I've taken a look at, with the first one being my Mühle Panova Blau. Nomos has been around since 1992. They started off, they've been making, Bauhaus-inspired watches right from the beginning, with their first watch being the Tangente. And that's still a very popular model today. Beginning in 2005, they were able to manufacture their first in-house caliber movement, known as the Caliber Alpha. It was a heavily modified ETA Peso 7001. I hope I said that correctly. It retained some of the ETA's architecture. However, Nomos made a hell of a lot of modifications to it to call it their own caliber. And fast forward to 2020, Nomos currently has approximately 14 in-house calibers. The Caliber Alpha was the first, and that is a movement that is featured here in this watch. Now, it does not have the display case back. The model I just happened to have purchased did not have that. If you go to Nomos' website, they actually charge extra for a sapphire display case back. So it is what it is. The movement is beautiful. There's pictures of it all over online. You can find it anywhere. It's really gorgeous. They do a hell of a job. So, some specifications of the watch. The case diameter is 36 millimeters, so it's a little on the small side. However, it will fit pretty well up into someone who has about a 7 1/3 inch wrist. Once you get above that, you may want to consider a larger size watch. It does have a longer lug-to-lug, though, of about 46, which for a 36 millimeter watch is quite a bit. And that's why this watch wears pretty well, even on a slightly larger than 7-inch wrist, because of the long lugs. The dial, depending on what type of light you're looking at it in, is sort of, it's white, but in certain lights it looks almost like a cream-colored dial, almost like an eggshell type color white, if you will. You can see the outer track of the dial here has the 5-minute intervals and Arabic numerals. Has even number Arabic numerals for the time, and the small second hand at the bottom. Like I said, this is a manual wind. It is one of the smoothest winding actions I have ever felt on a watch. You can hear it. I mean, it takes no effort whatsoever. It's just so smooth. The bezel and the case is all highly polished all throughout. The case back is pretty simple. It just says Nomos Glashütte. It's a club, and that's the reference number. It does have 100 meters of water resistance. However, it's not a screw-down crown. Given this is more of a casual dress-style watch, I would never take this swimming. I got plenty of other watches that can do that. But, if you are washing the dishes, you get caught in a rainstorm, you're bathing your kids, it should be just fine. So, no problems there. The crystal is sapphire. It is anti-reflective on both sides. You can see here in the light, outside of directly at the fluorescent light, it absorbs it pretty well. I mean, I've worn this thing outside in bright daylight, and there was no glare on the crystal whatsoever. It works great. Now you can see the hands have some orange coloring on the inside. That is not lume. There is absolutely no lume on this watch whatsoever. If you look at the newer style version of this watch, the Club Campus, which has a California dial, the numerals on the inside as well as the hands are lumed. However, the regular Club is not lumed at all. Not a big deal for me. Like I said, I got plenty of watches that have lume on them. If I need it for something, I'll wear one of those watches instead. Talk about the strap here. This strap is one of the most comfortable straps actually, not one of the, it is the most comfortable strap I've ever worn. You can see here it says Shell Cordovan handmade leather, and then it's got Nomos Glasuta on the back side. This type of leather actually gets better as it ages. At least that's what I've read, so I'm going by that. But it is handmade, hand stitched, super soft and pliable, and it has a nice brown cognac color to it. I've worn this with a whole host of outfits, and it looks just fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give you the wrist shot here. Full disclosure, my wrists are 6 3/4 inches. The strap is a little small. You can see here there's not much to play with. There's only 2 more spots, and my wrist isn't huge. So I'll go ahead and give you a little farther away look at it. And give you a couple more angles here. Like I said, 6 3/4 inch wrist. Fits great. It's not very thick. It's about 8.4 millimeters thick. So you can see where it's really flat on the wrists. The lugs just kind of curve over the sides there. It looks fantastic. So I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. I was very excited to show this one off. I've been wanting a Nomos for my collection for quite some time now, and I'm exceptionally happy with it. If you're in the market for one new, a Tangente or a Ludwig, you can find them for about $1,400 to $1,700. But there's plenty of available aftermarket options on Chrono24 and eBay. I picked this one up on eBay. So go ahead, take a look, see what's out there. It's a great watch. Any questions or comments, feel free to write me down below. I always look forward to hearing from people. I hope you guys are staying well during these crazy times, and take care.